The Facebook message request sat in my filtered inbox for 3 weeks before I saw it. Hi, my name is Sarah. You don't know me, but according to 23andMe, you're my biological father. I was conceived via sperm donation in 1998. Were you a donor? Can we talk? I stared at that message for 5 full minutes. Yes, I'd been a donor. In college, 1997-1999, for extra money, I'd been donor 463, and apparently, donor 463 had children, a lot of children, looking for me. My name is Michael Foster. I'm 48 years old. I live in Portland, Oregon, where I work as a software engineer. In 1997, I was a broke college student at UCLA. I had tuition to pay, rent due, and about $50 to my name. A friend told me about a sperm bank that paid $100 per donation, up to 3 times per week. Easy money, he said. And they pay you. So I went to California Cryobank, filled out paperwork, passed health screening, passed genetic testing, passed psychological evaluation. They assigned me a number, donor 463. From 1997 to 1999, I donated 3 times a week, every week, for 2 years. I was young, healthy, in medical school. At least on paper, I was pre-med, tall, athletic. My profile was popular. The sperm bank told me my samples were in high demand. I made about $25,000 total over those 2 years. It paid my tuition. It paid my rent. It got me through college. I never thought about the children. Not really. The sperm bank had told me donations were anonymous. I'd never meet the children. They'd never know who I was. That seemed fine to me. I was helping people become parents. I was earning money for school. Everyone won. I graduated in 1999, stopped donating, moved on with my life, got married in 2005 to my wife Rachel, had 2 kids, Connor, 16, and Emma, 14. I never told Rachel about being a donor. It seemed irrelevant, ancient history, not important. Until Sarah's message in September 2023. I didn't respond to Sarah right away. I needed time to process. Then 2 days later, I got another message. Different person. Hi, Michael. My name is David. I think you're my biological father. Donor 463 from California Cryobank. Is that you? Then another message the next day. And another. And another. By the end of the week, I had 12 messages from 12 different people. All between ages 23 and 25. All conceived via sperm donation, all matching me on DNA testing sites. I'd joined 23andMe years earlier for fun, never connected it to my donor past, never thought about the implications. Now I was facing them. I called the sperm bank. This is Michael Foster. I was donor 463 in the late 1990s. Can you tell me how many pregnancies resulted from my donations? The woman on the phone was professional but cautious. Mr. Foster, we can't provide specific information without proper verification. How many children do I have? Silence. Then, based on our records, donor 463's samples resulted in at least 17 confirmed live births, potentially more that weren't reported back to us. 17 children. I sat down hard. 17. Yes, sir. But please understand that under California law at the time, donations were anonymous. You have no legal obligation. I hung up. That evening, I told Rachel everything. You were a sperm donor? In college, I needed money. And you never told me? I didn't think it mattered. You have 17 children, and you didn't think it mattered? They're not my children. They're genetic offspring. There's a difference. Rachel stared at me. Is there? Because apparently they're all looking for you now. That seems like it matters. What do you want me to do? I don't know, but ignoring them isn't an option. I responded to Sarah first. She'd been the first to reach out. Yes, I was donor 463. I'm willing to talk if you want to. She video called me within an hour. Sarah was 25, living in Denver, working as a teacher. She had my eyes, my smile, my laugh. It was unsettling. Thank you for responding, she said. A lot of donors don't. I didn't know what to do. None of us expected this either. My mom's used an anonymous donor. They thought I'd never be able to find you, but then DNA testing happened. How many of you are there? That we know of? 17. We have a private Facebook group. We call ourselves the 463 siblings. You have a Facebook group. Yeah, we've been finding each other for the past 3 years. At first, it was just me and David and Hannah, then more kept appearing. Every few months, someone new would show up on 23andMe or Ancestry, matching all of us. Eventually, we realized we were all donor siblings, all from the same anonymous donor. And you all wanted to find me? Not all of us. Some of the siblings don't care about the donor. They're happy just finding each other. But some of us, yeah, we wanted to know where we came from. We wanted to know you. Over the next few months, I met more of them. David, 24, a graphic designer in San Francisco. He had my height and my terrible eyesight. Hannah, 25, a nurse in Seattle. She had my stubbornness and my love of hiking. Marcus, 23, a law student in Boston. He had my analytical mind and my sense of humor. Emma, not my Emma, another Emma, 24, a musician in Nashville. She had my hands and my inability to carry a tune despite loving music. They were all so different backgrounds, different families, different lives, but they all had pieces of me in them. Meeting the donor siblings forced me to confront questions I'd never thought about in college. Were these my children? Biologically, yes, but I hadn't raised them, hadn't been there for their birthdays, their first steps, their graduations. I was just the genetic source, but they saw it differently. "You're our father," Sarah said during one of our video calls. "Not our dad. Our dads are the people who raised us. But you're our father, the person who gave us half our DNA. That means something." What does it mean? I don't know yet. We're all figuring it out. Some of the 463 siblings wanted a relationship with me, wanted to meet regularly, wanted me to be part of their lives. Others just wanted medical history, wanted to know about genetic diseases, wanted information and nothing more. A few wanted nothing at all. They'd found the DNA match, confirmed the connection, and disappeared. My kids, Connor and Emma, were confused. "So we have 17 half-siblings?" Connor asked. "Technically, yes." "Are they going to come to Thanksgiving?" "I don't know." Emma, my Emma, was more direct. "Did you love their moms?" "No, I never met their moms. It was an anonymous donation." "That's weird, Dad." "I know." Rachel struggled with it too. "How am I supposed to feel about this? You have 17 other children. Do I welcome them into our family? Do I pretend they don't exist? I don't know what I'm supposed to feel either. They're reaching out because they want a father, but you're not their father. You're their biological connection. There's a difference. Is there? There has to be. It's been a year since Sarah's first message. I'm now connected with 12 of the 17 463 siblings. 5 chose not to have contact with me, and I respect that. We have a group chat. We meet for an annual reunion, last year in Los Angeles, this year planning for Portland. My kids have met some of their half-siblings. It's weird for everyone, but they're trying. Rachel has come around slowly. She joined the reunion last year, said it was surreal but kind of nice. I've learned that being a donor has consequences I never imagined. That anonymous doesn't exist anymore in the age of DNA testing, that you can't sell your genetic material and expect it to disappear into the void. Some of the siblings call me Michael. Some call me Donor 463. One calls me BioDad. I answer to all of it. Do I regret being a donor? Sometimes, when I think about the complications it's caused. But when I look at these 17 people, smart, kind, accomplished, I can't fully regret it. They exist because I needed tuition money in 1997. That's strange. But maybe it's okay. If you're thinking about being a sperm or egg donor, know this. Anonymous doesn't exist anymore. Your genetic children will find you eventually. And if you're a donor-conceived person looking for your biological parent, know that it's complicated for everyone. Your donor may not be ready, may not want contact, may not know how to be part of your life, but maybe you'll figure it out together. We're trying. Are you donor-conceived? Have you found your donor or donor siblings? Are you a donor who's been found? Share your story in the comments. Subscribe for more true stories about DNA discoveries, donor conception, and modern families. New stories every week. Thanks for listening.